Bill and Carmen, the Morning Cruise here at the Joy FM. We're talking with Louie Giglio this morning, have been all week, about Not Forsaken. And yesterday we talked a little bit about God is not the reflection of our Father, but the perfection. And there's actually a chapter in the book that talks about the perfect Father. And there are three things in that chapter that I'd like for you to talk to us about. One is the story of the trip to Waco to surprise Shelley. Two is the importance of one little word in John 3:16. And then three is sort of I guess you could call it a God romancing moment for you in the Georgia Dome. Could you cover those three things for us?
You got all that, Louie?
Wow. And
it's all in the one chapter.
I recommend everyone just pull over wherever you are right now and text your boss and let him know you're going to be a little late this morning.
That I will say, though, as the only woman sitting in this room, the story, what you did for Shelley, like, hello, next level.
Oh, Shelley just got a shiver just now, wherever she is today. She was like, oh, that was like, what, 35 years ago.
Well, you better
You're
get
still
busy,
telling that story.
buddy.
I just hope Kimberly's not listening.
We're dating long distance for a little while. I was not super long distance. I was in Fort Worth. She was in Waco, Texas. This is before, this sounds crazy. This is before texting and mobile phones and instant messaging and FaceTime. And if you wanted to see somebody, you had to actually go see them.
Drive.
Yeah. In an automobile, a self-powered automobile, self-driving automobile.
You drive it yourself.
You're driving your own car?
No
Are you
Uber.
serious? What world did you come from? So I'm sitting in the library at seminary, and I think to myself, in an hour and 8 minutes, I could be at Shelley's dorm. So I jump in the car, and I head down the road in my Toyota Celica with my one window that when I go over 55 miles an hour starts vibrating, and eventually in 8 or 10 miles, it's all the way down, and I have to roll it back up. That car. Pull up to her dorm. No advance notice, because how could I give her advance notice? I walk in, and I walk up to the little window where the dorm mom, for lack of a better word, is, and I set 2 Hawaiian punches on the counter. I just stopped at the convenience store and got them. That was our drink, our little thing. And I said, can you please call Shelley Graves' room and let her know she has a visitor? And I hope she's in her room, and I hope she's there. And I go hide around the corner, and she comes down. She sees the 2 Hawaiian punches, and she's like, oh, he's somewhere around. So we meet up, and I might have hugged, and we might have kissed. And we sat on the steps in front of her dorm. I'm not exaggerating, for 15 minutes. And she had a test the next morning. I had to drive all the way back to Fort Worth. I had projects due the next day. So it was worth it. That's what you did when you fell in love.
Right.
You drove an hour and something to spend 15 minutes with somebody. I got in my car to leave, and there was a fraternity guy walking across the street toward her dorm. Not to visit her, I hope, but just that guy, probably had a real swish BMW. And, here I am when the, stick shift with the window coming down and I'm rolling back up. And I'm like, I got to make a statement here so that everybody knows what's up. So I go to the grocery store. I don't have but $10 on me. And I get a piece of poster board, some saran wrap, a few nails, and a magic marker. And hour and a half later, I've covered this poster board with a huge red heart. I dare anyone to do this at home. It takes a long time to fill in a poster board shaped heart with a red marker. I had no idea what I'd gotten into. Finally get the whole thing done. What's the saran wrap for? It was misting, so I wrapped it all in the saran wrap, and I go into the quadrangle inside her dorm, her 4-sided dorm. There's a driveway into the courtyard in the middle, which faces her second-story room, and I tack my poster board up on this giant oak tree and pray that it stays through the night. Drive back to Fort Worth, set my alarm early, 7 o'clock, 6:30, whatever it is, dial her number on my phone. It takes her a minute to answer and longer to come to. She's like, hello, and I'm like, babe, it's me. Babe, it's me. Are you awake? That's making her sound really terrible when I'm the one who can't wake up in the morning. But finally, she's like, hello. I say, look out your window. Click.
She hung up?
I hung up.
Oh, you hung up. Okay, got it.
And so I know all she has to do is just lean over. She doesn't have to get out of bed. She has to lean over, open the blind, and the view is going to be straight down to that poster, which I'm praying is still there. And a minute later, my phone rings, and she's like, "Oh, you're so sweet." And I'm like, "Yes, this was amazing." And I share that story in the book, talking about our perfect Father, just to remind people that if you look, you can see the cross from wherever you are today. No matter how far away you think you are, no matter what difficulty you think you're in, if you look right now, you can see God's "I love you" hanging on the cross for you. It's an undeniable, unmistakable statement of his affection for every one of us, what the length he was willing to go through to bring us to him.
It's beautiful. That's part 1 of Dave's question. We'll get back to part 2 and 3 in a couple minutes.
You're free to go to work now.
Yes.